Raleigh's one of those places where when you look at it, it really just draws you in.
Morgan Durden decided to move to Wake County last spring from Amarillo, Texas.
Yeah, we really were looking at a ton of different places. We had our top choices, Nashville and then Raleigh and Virginia, and really ultimately Raleigh was our #1 choice.
She's not alone in her choice. After Charlotte, the Raleigh metro area reported the top net growth in the state between 2018 and 2022. However, the largest metro areas around Fayetteville and Durham actually reported more losses. Using change of address forms submitted to the U.S. Postal Service, our ABC data team found nearly 4.2 million households reported a new North Carolina address in the last 5 years. Meanwhile, 4.1 million changed it from North Carolina.
Now, it is important to note that this data isn't tracking population, simply the movement of households and businesses. And while overall North Carolina saw a net gain of around 70,000 new addresses the past 5 years, some of those biggest losses are happening right here in downtowns.
The zip codes closest to downtown Raleigh, Charlotte, and Fayetteville reporting some of the top net losses in households and businesses since the pandemic.
One thing that has changed and shifted is that people are more willing now that I've seen to look in other towns or other areas. One, because of affordability, they just have to go further out to find something they can afford. But then also because the pandemic shifted a lot of jobs to remote in other areas as well.
Thornton says around 40% of the homeowners he works with are coming from out of state, and many are looking for more space and more affordable options, which are trending away from city centers.
I didn't look at downtown at all. That wasn't on the top of my list to live at.
That matches nationwide trends that show some of the top U.S. cities from New York to Chicago to L.A. reported the biggest net losses. While North Carolina has lost households and businesses too, North Carolina leaders are hopeful the state's net growth stays green going forward.
They're excited about the options they have of our different cities and non-urban areas, whether they're in manufacturing or whether they're tech companies.
And as for how this map changes, Salamito says that depends a lot on the types of businesses the state attracts.
You know, those that are in the financial services, technology, pharmaceuticals, on the research side, they want to be in more urban settings. If they're manufacturing, advanced manufacturing, they need a more non-urban setting, but they need connectivity. They all need connectivity.
He says to keep the state on the path of upward growth across counties, everyone needs to help strengthen the workforce. For the I-Team, Samantha Coomer, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.